Welcome aboard, it's Captain G with a turn 3 summary. So the victory points are very close now. The Allies have 7, the Germans have 8. I think on the last update, we were halfway through turn 2. So the 30th Corps were just getting onto the board, and now they've moved out of Eindhoven up along this highway and are approaching Nijmegen. The German forces in the south have been surrounded by the 101st, and this unit was destroyed by 30th Corps to prevent it from blocking supplies. Expect them to get back on the road and move. A lot of 101st Airborne Artillery were dropped this turn, as well as 30th Corps Artillery. Each one of these add 3 to the battle, so that provided a lot of firepower. So Germans took casualties, and obviously that unit was totally destroyed. Up in the north, near Nijmegen, the 82nd caused more damage here. Now all 3 of the German units holding the town have each suffered a step loss. So we'll see what the 82nd can do, but they're under some pressure themselves with reinforced German infantry now directly threatening the American artillery. And over in Arnhem, we had British units cross this ferry and move up to cut off German forces coming from Arnhem into Nijmegen. German forces crossed down here and came up this road. And then the 1st Airborne also tried to cut off German reinforcements, and an entire unit was destroyed up there. Had nowhere that it could retreat to because all of these other zones were under German control. And with the losses, the unit was wiped out. And then in the southeast of the map, the Germans now have gotten some reinforcements. They have 3 different, and there's one down here, 4 different infantry, armor, and then an armor and mech coming up there. So whether they drive down to try to intercept 30th Corps and cut off their supplies, or if they continue to put pressure on the 82nd and resecure and shut down Nijmegen, is something we'll see. This is Captain G and Eggman. One last thing before I wrap up. Sorry. Now with turn 3, we're starting to use the transports to drop supplies to reinforce the airborne, and those supplies come into effect down here for your artillery, because you only get 3 shots with the artillery unless you're resupplied, and then they're essentially only good for self-defense. So the Allies had to assign fighters to protect these transports, to keep the Germans from just assigning 1 fighter and wiping them out. And what the Germans ended up doing is they won another fighter-on-fighter battle over here, and destroyed the American escort, wiped out the British and the American bomber. So that didn't go well for the Allies. And then here, the transport survived the AA shots from the 88s, but the supplies both landed off map, because again, you got to roll for that 1 to 6 to see where they land. The supplies landed off map, so the British airborne did not receive additional supplies for their artillery. So we'll see how much of an impact that is and what the Allies can do next turn to resupply them. So the game's getting very exciting, only on turn 3. Now for Eggman, I'm Captain G. Over and out.